Yo, 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 yo! What up, man? Welcome to Mezzo Forte! That's right, Bar Talk with the Super Fans. We're chilling out with the crew. We're going to see who do we have in today's edition. Well, we have a special guest in attendance. We're signed him to a one-day rookie contract. We got our man Ryan out there in Tennessee. What up, man? Glad to have you on board.
What's up, guys? Thanks for having me.
As always, fearless host Danny BFD, and me, of course, your amateur hype man, super fan art. We're going to be talking a lot of sports, South Texas style. Without further ado, pass the mic back to Dan.
Ooh, what's up, guys? I'm out here in Nashville, Tennessee. The Nasty Nash.
I didn't know it was called that.
I'm kind of self-proclaiming that, you know. Dude, it's been raining pretty much every day for the past 2.5 weeks. Yeah. So it's humid. It's humid. No, it's not hot. Like right now it's probably 65 degrees.
Shit.
Yeah, I think during the daytime it reaches up to about 80. But yeah, it's nice. It's just humid.
True.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I forget that I have curly hair. So like I just step outside and it's like yeah. It's crazy.
Doing great here. Glad to be here on this lovely Thursday evening. Shout out and cheers to all of our viewers out there, whatever platform you're looking at us at. Yeah, well, cheers to y'all joining us on this Thursday. I know it's currently got a game going on with Boston, Tampa Bay. So if there's a recording, you know, we won't spoil the ending for this game. But no, that's awesome. Got a lot of sports to talk about. It's a heavily baseball themed episode. Ryan is going to be helping us out with a lot of that. So yeah, it's good to be here. Currently had a Q&A with
Thank you,
Ryan before
Natalia.
the show. Awesome. So just real quick, Ryan, you were telling me about some of your sports that you currently root for. You want to name just a few of them for our fans out there who know what the people want to know.
Number one, I live and die by are the Astros. I know people are going to hate me for it. I love the Astros. I grew up in Houston.
Recording in progress.
So,
Sorry.
you know,
Let them hate. Let them hate that.
got it. I've been an Astros fan ever since I was little. You know, ever since I could actually like sit on top of those seats.
There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go.
Cool.
Moving to Nashville here, became a Predators fan. NHL's huge over here, so I get to be a new NHL fan. I'm excited.
That was great. And we were saying that the new season's going to kick off the next Wednesday. Yep. I'll have more of a preview for that on Tuesday. But that's cool. Predators fan. I mean, I'm sure they'll do pretty good next season. I don't know. Just rooting for our Dallas Stars here back home. And then you said you were kind of like an impromptu UT fan. You had a bit of family go there and friends.
Yeah, so my sister graduated from UT. You know, she did undergrad, law school there. My buddies that I grew up with, one of them was actually he was Hookem, so that was great.
Nice, got him.
So whenever I was in school, you know, we would go down and he'd bust out the mascot gear, and we would get invited to anywhere we wanted to go. It was awesome. So
yeah, it was great.
Nice. No, yeah.
That's one way to get in the VIP section, I guess.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Nice. And I know obviously we have super fan art over here, you know, He lives and bleeds and everything orange. Yes, I love it.
Yes.
I was undergrad there in Austin, and I was in the band. So I had my fair share of
Nice.
games there as well,
Nice.
but definitely not to the extent of like mascot status. Like that's legendary.
What instrument?
I played the sousaphone
Yeah.
back in the
Really?
days.
We played the tuba together. Yes,
High
whatever.
school.
The guy who was the quad lead, one of my buddies in high school, he was the quad lead at UT.
Oh, nice. Dang.
Yeah.
What year? Do you know?
06 to 2010.
Oh, maybe he was there with you, eh?
06 to,
You're
I mean,
08.
2010 was my last year in the band.
Yeah, I was like, you're 08, right?
Yeah, his name was Michael.
All right, cool. Alumni. Awesome.
Yeah.
I think we got a big network for people like
Oh, yeah.
them.
Sure.
Oh, yeah. Okay, all right,
That's
guys.
cool. And how you been, Dan?
I've been
Don't
good.
shy away from you, man.
No, I've been good. Just making movements, trying to make my life a little bit easier. I'm actually gonna do some upgrades to my studio, my own area over here, if you will. So you guys can see me a little bit better, and I'm gonna get a little bit better camera and stuff like that. So I'm just doing that. I'm excited about that. Yay. But other than that, more than anything, we are going to start bringing a little bit more guests, that's going to be the exciting part. We'll have Ryan on today. Obviously, as our super fan Art does lead us with our Diamond Talk, so they'll have a little bit of a partner in this case, playing catch. In this as we kind of navigate through MLB's postseason. So it's gonna be pretty cool. It's gonna be very interesting today. If you guys again do follow us, subscribe. On Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. Go ahead and follow our YouTube channel as well, so you can subscribe and then click the little icon, cling, so you guys can get notifications when we do come on live, which is on Mondays and Tuesdays. I'm sorry, Tuesdays and Thursdays. Yeah. So Tuesdays and Thursdays around 8:30 to 9. Is usually when we start. We'll start getting a little bit more structured and getting you guys set up with a little bit more specialized segments on sports. I know that's one of the things that we've had a couple of audience members tell us, "Oh, you guys talk more about the sport than this other one." So since we kind of always run out of time, we're gonna start getting into just posting up YouTube videos. So that's just kind of a little house cleanup there. Just want to let everyone know. But for me specifically, I'm just kind of excited how we've grown as a show, as a podcast, and just kind of heading into not just the new season for football, for this case NHL, NBA. This is really when sports kind of starts. It's gonna be a new era for us as well. As like for example, if you go to the game, you can maybe take pictures, show us like a super fan, that's what we want to see. We want to see like, if you talk to someone or whatever. And like for us, I really want to start going to like Spurs games, and specifically, dude, I really want to do Austin FC because they look fun. But they're expensive. They're expensive right now.
Even for nosebleeds?
Yeah. I mean, they're like,
shit.
Yeah, I mean, they're more expensive than Spurs tickets.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'll tell you that. Yeah, like that. Because they're winning now, like they're getting popular, and they actually have season ticket holders and stuff like that. So that changes dynamics of the regular people that just want to buy a regular ticket.
They're pretty deep in the season too, so
yeah. So and
establish their presence.
And like Art was saying, I mean, we're pretty much done. Like the season's pretty much over.
There's only about 6 more games or so left.
Yeah, so if anything, the other games might be a little bit cheaper. So maybe we can go check it out. But more not likely by next season. But either way, as we start evolving more into as the show, we'll get more people on, get a little bit of a wider audience with more games. I'm sorry, more teams and more sports. So, with that, let's go ahead and get started with... Oh, no. Yes, there is a siren going on. We're gonna go do some diamond talk. All right, all right. We'll go ahead and actually go and get you started and put some music and nice. There we go. There we go. There we go. Uh. All right, a round of applause for Superfan Art, of course. And today we do have Ryan. Nice, nice, nice. So we're gonna do some Diamond Talk for today. So we are gonna do a special edition of Diamond Talk today. We're gonna probably go a little bit more deeper than your regular Diamond Talk. So welcome to October, guys. It is officially postseason. It's been here since what, like a couple days ago now? Not technically. So we're
our last show Tuesday. That's when it kicked off.
So it's gonna be being the fact that the show is gonna be on Tuesdays and Thursdays. It's gonna benefit a lot, when it comes to baseball. Especially with updates, since baseball is gonna be usually gets played during those like random days during the week. So along with that, Superfan Art, talk to me, dude. What's up with your Diamond Talk today?
All right, man. Thanks for the intro. We got a lot to discuss. We got our main man, Ryan, here on the line. He's going to be our baseball insider, as you will. So I'll be discussing a few things that have happened and are currently happening. And Ryan's just going to give me some feedback. We'll even talk later on how the MVP and Cy Young race is shaping up. I think we should have some winners about that maybe within the week's time or maybe next week. Who knows? So let's just see how the past few days have progressed. So the wild card round pretty much ended yesterday with the National League wild card matchup against the St. Louis Cardinals and the Los Angeles Dodgers. For those of you who stayed up late to see the end of that, it was definitely worth the wait. So how did it end? Well, it pretty much was capped off by pretty storyline written. You got Chris Taylor of the Dodgers. He ended up doing a 2-run walk-off home run in the 9th that ended up sending the Dodgers to the division series, where they will meet their San Francisco Giants. This will be
by the way, he was like not hitting at all up until this game. Like his batting average was terrible, and
he was a non-factor until that 9th inning. Yep. Where no one gave a shit how crappy he was the whole game. It's just how he helped end the game. So he earned them a trip to face the Giants. Actually, it's the first time in postseason history that these two squads will meet, Dodgers and Giants. All throughout the regular season, they were always up there. I think they were even tied during the last few weeks for who's the leader division over there. So as of Wednesday's National League wildcard game progressed and the score kind of remained knotted, singular thought began to gain some momentum in Los Angeles dugout. So in the bottom of the 9th, with St. Louis Cardinals on the other side, it was Chris Taylor. Pretty much he became the hero of the game. He clobbered that pitch with a 2-out, two-run walk-off homer. It was a 3-1 victory, by the way. That was the score. And so it's pretty much going to be like a division series with the Giants. That's almost like, it feels like a World Series in and of itself. Ryan, I don't know, were you able to catch that game yesterday?
Yeah, no, caught the game. Honestly, I will say that I personally thought the Cardinals handled the game the entire way. I thought they were playing incredibly strong. Wainwright and Yadier Molina together, they've been pitching and catching together for God knows how many games. I have their top 4 teammates who played the most games together. But they shut down Scherzer in 3.5 innings or something like that, which was unbelievable. Scherzer's one of the best pitchers in the league, and they didn't phase him at all. They're swinging the bats, they're playing good defense, and sometimes you get a good hit, and that's the way it goes.
So it sounds to me like the better team lost.
And in
the
my
Cardinals
opinion,
lost it for themselves.
Yeah, in my opinion, yes. I think the Dodgers barely squeaked in there. I'm also biased against the Dodgers because I'm an Astros fan, and the Dodgers are hating on the Astros pretty hard. So
There you go. Yeah, I have no allegiance to either of those teams myself. Like you just said right now, a lot of bad blood between the Dodgers and Astros fans. Mainly a lot of booing and shit, trash talking or whatever because of alleged scandals.
literally
of
trash
cheating.
talking. Yeah, literally trash
Yes,
talking.
literal
Yeah.
trash talking. Not really a fan of the Cards either because I think what they did like a decade or so ago to the Texas Rangers, once upon a time, I think in that World Series.
Yeah, it's it was I was talking to my brother last night about it, and we were like, I don't know who to root for because they're my two hated teams, but if I'm gonna root for anybody, I'm gonna Yadier Molina. He's a stand-up guy, so the Cards take my vote.
There you go.
Yeah.
So now we move on to the Dodgers Giants. Do you see in that matchup? Like, do you think they're evenly balanced, both squads against one
No.
another?
Not at all. I think the Giants or they might sweep it. Honestly.
Oh, bold
Yeah.
prediction, a sweep.
It's a hot take. It's a hot take. The Giants they're a powerhouse this year. I think any team that faces them this year they're in for it. That's for sure.
I mean, the reason I said they're evenly balanced is just because the Dodgers are constantly on their tail in that whole division.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I like that. I like the hot take. It came out fresh out of the oven. It's still hot.
God damn,
Ryan
for
has a
real.
stamp of approval on that.
Hot take.
He called them Giants. Danny, you had something else to add, or you?
No, that was like damn, just like that. didn't even like warm up to
like
it.
I said,
That's
I
good.
don't think
That's
the
good.
Dodgers should have been in it. I don't think the Dodgers should have had a place in that.
Okay.
Okay.
Who would you have liked to have taken their
I was
place?
gonna say yeah.
The Mariners or the Blue Jays?
Honestly, I wish the Dads would have like had their team. If they would have post All-Star break, if the Padres would have done better than what they were doing.
They were very close. I think as a result, didn't they fire like their manager or somebody higher ranking?
Yeah. But out of that race with the Blue Jays, I think the Blue Jays should have been in it.
I would have liked the Blue Jays myself.
They're such a young team, and everybody on that team is hungry, and that would have been a really entertaining series. So
I guess as long as like contract negotiations and money don't get in the way, definitely the Blue Jays will be back and maybe even make it like fairly decent in the postseason.
Yeah, if they keep their team next year, yeah, they're definitely guaranteed postseason contenders.
Nice. That's not really a hot take. That's pretty much common sense.
Yeah.
Based on what we saw already.
Seattle had a great last 2 months, but if again they probably would have fizzled out during the series. So.
All right, cool. We'll be able to see if that comes to fruition next season. So just moving on to today, actually, we had 2 games, one of which is currently still going on. Can't talk too much about that. But a team that's more near and dear to our hearts was the Astros facing the White Sox. That was around 3-ish in the afternoon. So more than likely, everybody got out of work. It was around the 5th or 6th inning. So what happened? Well, the Astros were able to have a pretty impressive win. I would say they won 6-1. It was pretty much the battle of the Lances. Astros pitcher Lance McCullers Jr. He pitched a solid 6.5 innings versus the White Sox own Lance Lynn. He had about 3.5 innings. I was watching it. I was watching it and taking some notes. First of all, just to give some context on how these two squads have, how their histories have been over the past few seasons. The Astros actually won the World Series back in 2017 against the Dodgers, hence the bad blood with the whole Dodgers nation. Unfortunately, they did lose in the 2019 World Series campaign versus the Nationals. Screw those guys. And last year they were down by the Tampa Bay Rays 4-3 in the American League Championship Series. White Sox, on the other hand, coincidentally, they swept the Astros 4-0 in that series when is it the World Series way back in 2005. So way back then. I mean, more recently, they lost to the Oakland A's in the American League wildcard game last year. Now, that was just some context of how long has it been since these teams have, made it to the finish line?
Yeah.
First off, Ryan, were you able to catch a little bit of this game or most of it?
Yeah, so I was at work, and my coworkers, even though they're not Astros fans, they're kind enough to put on a projector screen to blow it up on
Nice, nice.
I had a big 40-foot screen of watching the Astros.
Nice.
I missed the end of it, but I was listening to it on the radio. So
that's actually that's a
really
boss
good.
move. That's a boss move right there.
Yeah, it was legit.
Yeah, you definitely need to pay it back for those coworkers. They did a solid for you.
Yeah, they great game. The bats were awake. Lance Kohler Jr. He did outstanding. He hit every part of the zone possible, which was amazing. Machete behind the plate. He was nobody could run on him, which is awesome. I think they had one stolen base maybe. But besides that, it was just solid baseball all around.
All right. No, definitely. I caught, from the 6th inning and on. I think McMullers was still, behind the plate. And even when he left in the 6th inning, he got a standing ovation from the crowd. Very well deserved. He pretty much, I think they only scored 1 run, and they're like, we need a fresh arm in there. Right. But no, definitely, he did his job. For those of you who don't know how the division series works, it's a best of 5. So with 1 game down, I think they only need 2 more games to go in order to advance.
Now, but that being
knocking on wood.
But that being said, you cannot take away from the White Sox this season. They're, I don't know if y'all saw the Field of Dreams game with the Yankees.
I had not. I heard it was a pretty close one. Yankees did lose, by the way.
Yep, that was probably the best game of the season, out of all MLB. That really showed how strong the White Sox are this year. So even though it was a 6-1 win, I think this is going to be a hard series for the Astros.
No, definitely. I mean, throughout all this regular season, I think on Thursdays I'd give a review of who's in the leaderboards of each division, and always it was the White Sox. I don't think they ever got knocked out of the division spot.
Yeah, they were the whole season pretty much.
And I mean, I remember that Field of Dreams game was kind of like a catalyst for the Yankees, who went on that run, the very next game and then on. But I guess the White Sox have always been the low key guys. They're not really a big market per se. I mean, yes, Chicago, but the Yankees or Dodgers, not household names per se. So you might say you said they were kind of the dark horse. Would you say?
Oh,
definitely not to be taken granted. Even with the 6-1 lead, 6-1 win, that didn't really mean shit because they're going to bring it definitely each and every game.
Yeah, I think they weren't really in their true form this game.
It was played in Houston, so it was a Houston home crowd.
Home field advantage definitely helps. I mean, that kind of, you saw that in each of the wild card games. Home team won for both of them. So, the White Sox, they have speed. They're all young. Their defense is top notch. So, if they could pull it together, I don't want to hate on the Astros at all, but I think it's gonna be a tough match.
No, definitely. And for those who want to catch that game too, that will be actually Friday.
Okay.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
I don't know. 1 o'clock.
Another midday game. So
get that projector ready on your end.
Actually, go to the Astros Twitter, and they have a work excuse form that you can print out. It's really funny. You should check it out. It's hilarious.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That is pretty funny.
I'm sure a lot of businesses will be closed in the Houston area and
I
Chicago
to my boss
too.
today, and he didn't go for it. So it was,
I was like, you also
my squad needs me.
That's
okay.
Yeah.
Right.
But cool. Yeah, glad. I mean, shit, we don't even have to wait. The game's tomorrow. I thought at least there would be one more day in between, but no, it's tomorrow. and then Saturday's off.
What
And
is it?
Game
What's
3 is
what's tomorrow?
Sunday.
What's the game tomorrow?
Astros and
Astros White
Astros at
Sox.
1 o'clock.
Astros White Sox at what? Tomorrow.
Friday.
One our time.
Yes.
Okay.
More or less. Afternoonish.
Oh, in
And then
Chicago
we
it's the
got,
same thing.
Right.
Oh, they were all saying.
Braves are playing tomorrow too, I think.
Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves, Ryan. I got one more thing to discuss, and then we'll see what's up for the coming week. So the game that's currently going on right now is the Boston Red Sox versus the Tampa Bay Rays. Currently, they're at the bottom of the 7th. Tampa Bay does have a sizable lead. Definitely not impossible to overcome. So just a little context on when's the last time these two have seen the promised land of the World Series. So since 2000.
Oh, sorry.
Thank you, Danny. Since 2008, the Rays have advanced to the postseason 7 times and have played in the World Series twice, in 2008 and in 2020. Boston, on the other hand, has had some success for themselves. They won the World Series back in 2013, that was versus the Cardinals, and more recently in 2018 versus the Dodgers. So, some news line heading into this game that said that the slugger J.D. Martinez is on the Boston Red Sox roster, but wasn't in the lineup for Game 1 of their American League Division Series against the Rays. Martinez also missed Tuesday night's game over the Yankees in that AL wildcard game because of that sprained left ankle that I mentioned a while back, because he fucking stupidly tripped over like second base running out. It's fucked up.
While he was running onto the field.
Yeah. Currently, things are looking pretty good at Tampa. I have no allegiance to either team. Not everyone, but sportscast writers and whatever are low key calling the city of Tampa Bay, mostly because they won the Super Bowl with the Bucks.
Dang.
They won the Stanley Cup with the Tampa Bay Lightning. Excuse me.
Yep.
And so, like, if they win baseball, like, it would legitimately crown them as Tampa Bay, the city of champions. I think most of the season they have always. I think they were in the top of both divisions.
Did they not win last year?
It was the Dodgers who won last year.
Dodgers, okay.
Unfortunately, the Dodgers won last year.
Yeah.
Tampa Bay.
Rays took out the Astros last year, so.
That's cool. Now, in most of my updates for this throughout the season, Tampa Bay was always in the top of their division. Nobody could dethrone them. I think they were in the top of all the leagues, both leagues in terms of wins. Ryan, let's get a little context from you. I don't know if you're currently watching this game or had any predictions for the Rays or the Red Sox. What's your thoughts about this matchup, buddy?
So, the Rays are probably going to win this series. I think, and the Red Sox are a strong team, but the Rays have been consistently strong for the past 3 or 4 years now. Just Arozarena alone, that guy puts up numbers no matter what he does. He was the powerhouse for the past 2 years. Any highlight was him. So I think if he keeps being the strong leader that he is, I think the Rays are going to take this series. Not to give away from the Red Sox. The Red Sox are doing their thing. They're on a hot streak right now. So if they could keep that momentum, obviously if they don't win tonight, it might dwindle that fire a little bit. But I think if they could keep that heat, they could give them a good run. But in the end, I think the Rays are just a stronger team.
All right. So
what do you think?
You predict the Rays win, just not exactly a sweep. That Boston.
Yeah, no, I think it's
in their punch or two.
Oh, nice.
Go all 5. So.
Oh, very well. Could go all 5. Yeah. And just like the Astros White Sox, the schedule remains the same in terms of when the dates for these games are for the series. Tomorrow, Friday, and then Sunday and then if need be, Monday and Wednesday for the Rays and Red Sox. So Ryan had predicted that the Rays are going to win. I agree with you. Uh, I just because I'm a little biased. Red Sox, they kind of been like an. They've had too much success already. Let somebody else, win for a change.
Well, I mean, like whenever I was the game against the Yankees, it was uh, even though the Red Sox were performing, I think they could have done a lot better. Um,
Oh,
their pitching isn't that great. Um, yeah, their bats weren't awake. Like if you face the Rays, no matter what, you got to be top notch. If any slight mistake, you're paying for it. That's for sure. And you saw that from all their other title games that they did in the past 2 years. So any team that lost against them, there were slight mistakes that cost them the game.
yeah, little things like that.
Yeah,
make you trip in front of the finish line. Um, okay, Rays. Like I said, it's still bottom of the seventh. Got that sizable lead right now. Uh, maybe if the game ends when we're still broadcasting, I'll announce who the winner is. But moving on. So Friday actually has a whole slate of games. So you got both the AL League games, and now you have both the NL League games, the National Leagues. So just a little prediction and thoughts going into each one of those series. You have the Braves Brewers, and you got the Giants Dodgers. We'll start with the Braves Brewers. I know we have a few of our own compatriots who are Braves fans. For what reason? God knows why.
For real.
So those game ones are tomorrow, and game twos are Saturday. So first off, what do you think about the Braves Brewers matchup, Ryan?
I'm rooting for the Braves this go around.
Dang. Okay.
Hey, they proved it this season.
God.
The Brewers, they're kind of one of the teams that I don't think should have been in it.
No, another one.
Maybe they squeak by because their division's weak.
Yeah, National League this
Ryan over here with the hot takes, dude. I'm fired,
bring it,
bro.
man. I'm sorry. I'm bringing it.
You bring
The
it,
Brewers
dude.
are the Clemson
Bring
of
it,
the
bro.
baseball world.
Oh, overhyped. Okay. Yeah, no, National League was.
You can say it, garbage, whatever
It
you
was
want to say.
underperforming.
No.
There you go. That's a clean way to say it.
Yeah, I mean, if you watch the All-Star game, you just kind of saw how it went. So
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
But no, I think the Braves got it for sure.
Sweep?
For sure. I don't know about sweep.
Damn. Okay.
Brewers have offense. I'll give them that.
Okay,
So if their bats wake up, they could probably, bang out a win or something. But Braves got this.
nice.
Dang.
Not sure what time that is. I don't know.
Let's see.
I mean, I don't really care. Just
Yeah,
saying, I don't know what time.
3:30 tomorrow.
That's in. Okay, decent game. Hopefully, it doesn't overlap with the Astros. And then the game that's probably mostly anticipated out of all four of the matchups is the Giants versus the Dodgers. I think you already have a little bit of bias against the Dodgers, but still, I want to hear what thoughts you have, or try to sell me and the other fans on the Giants. How about that? Sell us on the Giants.
There we go. There we
Go
go.
for it.
There we go.
So I'll have to admit, the Giants were one of the teams I just did not follow at all this season. I was salty that they were doing so well because it takes me back to the Barry Bonds days,
Oh, okay. That's a deep cut then.
It is, yeah. It's a deep cut. I mean, come on, I'm an Astros fan. You gotta hold grudges, right?
Definitely.
But as far as their team goes, just in general, I haven't seen a team play this well together, like in their franchise, in a while. I think since Lincecum started his career, and that was a long time ago. So, yeah, they're a good team. They've shown time and time again this season that they can overcome a lot of these other players and teams, and comeback wins and whatnot. So I'm alright with
Nice.
them. I'm alright with the Giants. As long as I take down Joe Kelly, I'm okay with that.
I'm sure it'll be a must-watch game. Hopefully, it's more like in the prime time, like
Mhm.
at the 7 o'clock range. So
Yeah, I think it's an
everyone
evening
can
game.
enjoy a few brewskis or wine, after dinner wine. Watch that matchup.
8:30 p.m. Central.
All right. You don't predict a sweep, do you?
No. The Dodgers, their pitching's too good. If I know next time Scherzer goes out there, he's going to be going for blood. Fortunately, Kershaw is what I hear. He's not pitching in for the rest of the season,
Oh yeah, damn.
and so
That's a pretty big blow.
yeah, so that's gonna be a lot of weight on Scherzer's shoulders. Say that 5 times fast.
And who are some of the bigger sluggers out there for the Dodgers that should be definitely like circled like on the watch list?
Justin Turner for sure. That guy, he hit that bomb in the wild card game that gained their momentum. Mookie Betts, if he keeps alive, no matter what he does, the guy touches something and it's gold. Defensively and offensively. Corey Seager, he as much as I hate to say it, that guy, he knows how to hit, man. He is clutch. He's so clutch. Every time he comes up to bat, I'm just like, well, here we go. This is a game-changing hit. So
Here you go. Why didn't they walk him? Why didn't they walk him?
Yeah, exactly. Hit the guy. Just hit him. I don't care.
A siren goes off. Like a siren just goes off. Like, oh no.
Yeah. So, they're a threatening team. I'll give them that. They're good, but I just am not a fan. Not a fan. Their fan base is trash. And yes, all you Dodgers fans out there, your fan base is trash.
And I'm sure they didn't hear it here first.
Yeah, right.
All right.
All right. A lot of superstars on both teams for that Giants Dodgers matchup tomorrow. So pretty 4 solid games.
Yeah.
Definitely plan accordingly. Get the beers or snacks ready. We got kids. Fucking get the babysitter, put them to sleep. I don't know. So a lot of games DVR'd. Well, if you DVR a game, there's bound to be someone who will text or ruin it for you, like on whatever social media. That sucks. Screw social media.
Yeah.
Ruining things.
Yeah.
So anyway, the score for the Boston Tampa Bay is no, I can't say yet. Still in the bottom of the 7th, and Tampa's still in the lead. That's all I'll say.
There you go.
Awesome. So yeah, we covered a little bit of what's been going on, and currently what to expect as of tomorrow. I guess to kind of do a little impromptu. Let's go to more of individual performances vis-a-vis the season MVP and maybe Cy Young. You have any predictions or favorites for either of those categories?
Ohtani for AL.
Oh,
I mean,
no doubt.
Yeah, I will say, start of the season, I was like, gosh, everybody's just all over Ohtani. Everything he does, oh, it's so great, blah blah blah. But throughout the season, time and time again, he proved me wrong, and I was like, all right, he's a real deal. I thought it was gonna be kind of one of those fluke type of seasons where there's always that one player that just stands out for one season and then just kind of dwindles out. But
yeah, like a flavor of the week.
Yeah,
it
exactly.
fizzles out.
Exactly. So, like for instance, on the Dodgers, Cody Bellinger, that guy isn't doing anything. He's not performing at all right now, and he was the top guy for their team.
Yeah.
But no, Ohtani, Tatis, Tatis Jr. I think he gained a lot of love and respect from all of baseball, just as just the person that he is. Great performer. He put up the numbers, made amazing plays all year long, but on top of that, all the stuff that he does for the fans, like whenever that shooter was at the stadium, he was pulling children into the dugout. I mean, while everybody was cover, he was attempting to save people, so that's just all around just a great person.
Yeah, that showed a lot of character when that semi-tragedy happened. It was for a fucked up situation, and definitely he showed like what human beings are capable of, decent human beings.
Yeah, and, even towards the end of the season, him and Machado got into a big argument, and the media tried to spin it to where they were at each other's throats. And
I remember that was a few weeks back, wasn't it not?
Yeah, it was.
And it was like a dugout, like not skirmish, but like yelling match in the dugout.
Yeah, they were yelling at each other, and they, addressed it, the next game. This is what happens sometimes. Blah blah blah. We love each other still. That's how it is. So yeah, I mean, Tatis, he's a great guy. I think if it's not his season this season, it might be next season. Then of course you got Guerrero Jr. Vlad Jr. He's I still can't fathom how great of an athlete he is, because if you were to look at him, you don't really see it. But
no,
man, he's amazing.
It's just like natural talent. Like I'd be surprised if he doesn't get drug tested after each game.
Exactly.
How great he is.
Yeah, the guy like flicks the bat in the air and the ball is shooting 450.
It's in the parking lot.
Yeah,
over the damn stadium in the parking lot. So definitely, he was a very fun player to watch, which is why another reason why I wanted the Blue Jays to squeak into that wild card, and it happened. Even though they did their job, they needed somebody to lose, and Yankees of Boston disappointed. And
Aaron Judge is in the race. I don't know why. I think that he's overhyped right now. He's not a clutch player anymore, like he was destined to be.
He peaked too early.
I mean, he's still a good player. I'll give him that, but I don't think he's MVP good.
Okay.
Yeah. Bryce Harper somehow was pulling something out of his bag of tricks this season.
Steroids. No.
It's the hair, man. It's the hair. The hair gives him the power.
Oh no.
Yeah, he came in. He was kind of he was the horse that came back, So
okay,
I'll give him that. He did pretty good, but yeah, I don't know. The NL MVP is just not a good race right now. They have Juan Soto as like the leader, and that guy, not a fan of him. He's too cocky.
Oh, okay. Sounds to me nobody really stood out to you as a clear-cut winner of that.
Tatis was my NL favorite. For sure.
Okay, well, that's cool. It's good to have favorite. I mean,
Rosarena. No, sorry, not Rosarena. Shortstop for the Cardinals. Or not Arenado.
Arenado.
Yeah.
Okay, I can see some of that.
Great player.
Like I said, maybe in a week or two's time, we'll find out if any of those predictions come true on some of those awards. Yeah. Not sure when they'll announce them. Maybe by the end of this weekend. Sounds like something like you decide over a weekend.
Yeah. It's coming up soon.
I guess I have two more questions for you to kind of wrap up our Diamond Talk. First of all, besides the Astros, who do you have playing the Astros in the World Series?
Ooh, that's a good one. Actually, I made a bracket because why not?
Okay, I mean, if you don't have the Astros, that's cool.
Oh no, Astros are going all the way.
Damn straight. All right, who do you have them facing?
So I have them. Let's see. Let me pull it up real quick.
Go ahead, take your time.
I actually have them facing the Braves.
Ooh,
yeah.
The Braves.
Yeah, I think the Giants are gonna kind of lose their steam. I think the Braves are gonna play the Giants.
Obviously,
Braves, that's what I'm calling. Yeah, and I think the Braves are gonna take it.
Damn.
Yeah.
And so you think the Astros would have to beat the Rays then?
I think once they play the Rays, they're going to be doing everything they can to beat them.
Damn
And
straight.
that's not like a innuendo to them cheating. I think it's going to be I think they're going to Dusty Baker's going to shift his coaching style. He tends to leave pitchers in the game too long. That's been like a contingency against the fans. They're like, why is he still keeping this pitcher in there?
A little nerve-wracking, you know.
Yeah,
Change it up, man.
He's an amazing coach. His career is just second to none, I think, you know. But he trusts the players, and sometimes that can put you in a bad spot. So hopefully he shifts his coaching strategy a little bit and listens to his pitching coach a little bit more. We'll see.
True. I guess he relies more on his instincts.
Yeah.
But then sometimes it backfires.
Yeah.
But no, definitely. Hopefully, there's a balance there with him getting some input from the pitching coaches.
Yeah.
That way, you know, the arms don't get stale or whatever. Because you know we don't
Yeah,
want to be
for the Astros. The secret weapon, honestly, is Ryan Presley, in my opinion. He's the closer. He has been lights out the entire season. Impressive. You know, as long as he gets the hits behind him, he could close out a game no matter what. I think so.
Bitchin'.
All right, check your messages.
Check my messages. Okay, hold on.
All right. So, I don't actually have any world actually prediction myself because I'm not really as well versed as you guys. But my question is, out of all those teams, who would you choose as postseason MVP right now? Right now, like as it stands right now.
Well, don't you have to predict who's gonna win it all?
Well,
and then
yeah.
Based on the winner of it all, you pick the.
So out of the two teams
I
that I
mean-
picked, Astros and Braves.
Yeah.
Since I picked the Astros winning it all, I'm gonna say. Oof. I want to say Correa, but
Oh, okay.
Yuli might. Today his performance today wasn't that great, but if he keeps his batting average up like he did all season long, he was the highest batting average of the league. Then what 316 I think it was 318.
Damn.
If he keeps that batting average up, he might be the MVP. We'll see.
Yeah, he just slumped in this one game. That don't mean shit. He'll definitely bounce back in game 2 tomorrow.
His defense was great today, so I'll give him that.
I think that counts for a lot, especially in the postseason. This defense, every score is at a premium.
Yep.
Shit, even base stealing in like singles are at a premium.
All right.
So defense is very on demand. Okay, so that was who your postseason MVP was for.
What do you got, Art?
Astros? I don't really have a postseason MVP. I always like Altuve. His little dynamite cracker guy. I think I remember last year, or not last year, about 2 seasons ago, he had like, I don't know, it was like a 10th or 11th inning. He was in one of the championship series, I think, to send him to the World Series.
Against the Yankees?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, I was at a bar on 6th Street, and like everyone was just silent watching that. And
that was a game to remember.
He did in spectacular fashion win the game. It was crazy. So I kind of like that. It stuck with me. As I kind of like to see that guy succeed or get his recognition as a due.
Yeah, I think. I mean, their lineup's so strong. It could be anybody's MVP, honestly.
Yeah. And I guess one of the final questions I had is just a little funny question, seeing how there's this whole spider tack and like cheating and all the umps checking up on like players' attire, like for grease or whatever. I was like, you think that might ever happen during this postseason, where somebody might try to really cheat their way in?
I hope so. Honestly, I hope so. Just so it could take some of the stain off the Astros.
Damn right. We need a scapegoat.
Yeah, exactly. Right. No, if it would be any team, probably the Red Sox.
Damn. If any team would resort to cheating, you'd say it's the Red Sox. I like that.
Don't hate me for that.
Nah, that's all cool.
I just think their pitchers. I feel like their pitching lineup might resort to that. So we'll see. Here's the hoping, right?
Here's the hoping, yeah. I mean, they'll probably squeak by.
That was funny. That was funny.
Their pitchers eating like fried chicken before the game, get all greased up, whatever. Or big ass In-N-Out burgers or something like that.
Nail file in the cleats.
Yeah, anything, any little thing. The bat boy with like a little mirror and shit.
Yep.
To get in the eyes of the hitters. That's cool. So we're definitely in the beginning stages of this postseason, and already we've had some great finishes. This is probably going to be a clear-cut winner in this Tampa Bay game. Won't say it, but we got 4 good quality games tomorrow. Couple peppered in Saturday, Sunday. I know you got college football and pro football. Just kind of get your schedule lined up for that. I guess some games that you currently want to watch besides the Astros.
I'm for sure gonna be watching the Giants and Dodgers. You can't not watch it. It's gonna be too good.
Damn straight.
I'll be listening to the Braves game. That's for sure. But,
that's right.
Yeah, those are my three games for tomorrow. Luckily, I'll be boss is out of the office tomorrow, so I'll get some viewing time. So that's good.
Yeah. Aren't we? What time? That's like 1 o'clock right now.
It's a Friday. The boss is not there.
Come on.
Yeah, it's Friday. Come on, man. No, it's a Friday, dude. Friday. Get it right.
For some people, it could be the start of a long weekend with Columbus/Indigenous Peoples Day on Monday.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Some kids might have off school and shit.
Wear your orange.
I got it off.
Wear your
I'm so
orange
happy.
to represent the Indigenous people.
There you go. So yeah, we'll definitely keep. Now that we're in postseason, pretty much a lot of our talks will be baseball themed to line up with the postseason. So obviously Tuesday we'll have the whole slate of all the winners of these matchups, or from Friday through Sunday. Well, no, Friday through Monday. Shit, that's a lot of games. So we might even have like series closed out by then.
Champion, yeah.
Oh, like yeah.
Well, not a champion, but yeah, somebody move on to the championship.
Division
series.
champion. Yeah.
Exactly. Yep. Damn straight. Damn.
All right. I mean, we're gonna start tweeting a little bit more so we can get in touch, because I realize that baseball has a lot of not just obviously games, right, but just like really key moments, and which we would like to comment on. So we'll still definitely start tweeting a little bit more, and we'll probably have Ryan and Superfan Art start taking over maybe even this weekend. So as we move on into the postseason, and just maybe just throw a comment like, a couple key moments here and there, and just obviously those after game analysis, like the hot takes, like like what do you think like right now? What do you think like right now?
I'll say if y'all don't want to watch the games, just get on Instagram and follow MLB, and their content's great. They find all the key plays and stuff like that. So for all the people out there that don't want to watch the games, it's a good highlight reel, so to speak.
There we go. Yeah, like a little bit of highlights and stuff like that. And I know that now it's baseball. It did lose a lot of popularity over just recently. It started picking up, especially since we're all pretty hungry for sports. But I'm glad that it is picking up, and it's getting a little bit of a different generation. and a little bit of a different analysis, and you know we'll definitely have a little bit of different voices here at Mezzo Forte Sportz, you know, including you, Ryan, as we might actually get your bro on as well. You're telling me, so it's just like kind of get like different voices of like the same kind of sport, so we can, you know, because we are all, you know, we do hear a lot of the big chains and stuff like that, the big networks. We don't really hear the actual average Joe be like, you know what, that's actually right, you know, that is right. So definitely, anything you want to add, Ryan?
No, like I said, I'm excited for the postseason. This is a time where I kind of seclude myself from all of society because I'm just like glued to all the baseball games.
Nice.
No, I bet.
But I you know, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be great.
Yeah.
Whether the Astros are in it or not, every one of these games are gonna be exciting. So.
Damn straight.
Back
I
to
agree
me.
with you on that. Lots to watch, lots to cheer for, a lot of big name stars out there to look at, even outside the Astros. But no, definitely root for the Stros. They need it.
Yes, let's go
the
Stros, baby.
The Houston Texans suck, so they need something to help boost the morale of that city. And Houston's Astros,
Rockets, the Dynamo, no, they're not doing anything. So.
No, not at all. But yeah,
All right.
a great diamond segment.
All right, guys.
Ryan, we can have you on for more diamond segments.
Yeah, that was fun, guys.
Woo! Ryan, that boy Ryan.
All right, but before we move on to our next segment, there's something everybody looks forward to. It's officially 10 o'clock, Ryan. If you don't know already by now, 10 o'clock means we're officially Mezzo Forte Sportz After Dark. That's right, we get weird with it, Ryan. It's After Dark. We're unedited, uncut, unsolicited. We're drinking or cussing. We're going to be a lot of swearing. So just let's do a quick round table. If anybody's sipping on any spirits, or just munching on anything.
Let's put something got, guys.
I'm
bringing mine in from great old state of Oregon, Willamette Valley Vineyards.
Damn.
Great wine.
Fancy.
The estate.
Hold on.
Yeah,
Put
I went a
some
little
good
fancy
music.
on
Music.
the estate.
All right, let's put some late night, some good after dark music. All right, guys, you guys ready?
Do you have like a decanter or anything like that to kind of air it out?
I do. Actually, this is kind of my aerator.
Oh, there you go, aerated. That's the term of the day.
It's a little dragon.
Oh.
When you pour it, it comes out of the mouth, which is awesome because it looks like he's breathing fire.
Nice.
Almost Game of Thrones inspired in a sense.
Dude, that's actually, dude, I want that. I don't really drink wine, but I would drink wine.
It's just cool to have, right?
I would drink wine for that. That's so. Oh, yes. Do it again. I want to see it again.
You're gonna get him drunk.
Come on, dragon. Let's do it.
Throw it up, dragon. Aerate. Nice. I like it. It also kind of goes with the whole like Halloween themed or whatever.
Yep.
Oh, my dragon decanter.
And you get some
aerators,
skulls, like wine coming out of the eyes or something, you know.
That'd be classy too.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. I've been sipping on some. Currently, I'm doing some Dos Equis right now. Before that, I was sipping some, as some people would pronounce it, Yimling.
Okay.
It finally made its way to Texas.
It made its way to Texas.
Bueno.
I was a dumbass. I stupidly called it Youngling for like quite a while until I was corrected by my brother-in-law. It's Yimling. No, it's Youngling. Look, it's got the U. So it's not Star Wars, man. It's Yimling. I was drinking Younglings. No, it's Yimling. Definitely a good beer, not gonna lie. I think it's maybe you can say it's the Dos Equis of the East. Yimling, traditional lager. And then I got some Oktoberfest from St. Arnold.
Oh, there
good
you
shit.
Go. Man, that's one thing we don't have out in Tennessee. We don't have any St. Arnold's anymore.
Ooh.
It's too far. Okay, this is a hot take. It's terrible. So,
no, what is it? What?
The Tennessee beer scene is terrible.
Really? Damn.
I wouldn't know. I'll take your word for it.
Whiskey? Do you like whiskey?
It's a whiskey state. So
I was gonna say,
the primary focus on it.
I was like, dang. No, I could see him not being very. I can see him being more whiskey, maybe more wine even.
Even their wine's not there.
Really?
It's not that great. Yeah, it's their bourbon and all their distilleries. Their distilleries are top notch out here.
Okay, not a very good beer scene.
Random rant, but all right.
No, that's cool.
No,
I can just picture you like going to a party over there, like Ryan's like, "Where's the keg at?" It's over here, man. What was in it? Yeah, it's
Michelob.
Bush. Yeah.
Michelob. It's Bush.
Oh yeah.
No,
Milwaukee
I was
Bush.
at one of their
What
like
is
top
that?
like liquor, beer stores, wine stores, and walked around for like an hour just because checking out all the new stuff, and
Yeah.
still just disappointed. It's like, wow.
Dang. I don't know. Like I think. I don't know what I would. I guess I would visit too. Like, but I guess it would be the whiskey thing. But I feel like I would
highly recommend everybody visit Nashville.
Oh really? Okay. Well, okay.
Amazing
What's
city.
what's one thing you would recommend that you do think it's like different and kind of cool?
The music scene.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah,
You
definitely.
could throw a rock and hit 20 musicians. So if you really want to hit some musicians with rocks, you could do that, or you could go to an awesome show wherever bar you stumble into.
There you go.
And it's all types of music. It's not just country like everybody thinks it is.
Yeah.
Like the other day, I went to an emo show, and it was great.
Oh wow. Okay. That's actually kind of cool. Damn.
Yeah, so
That's what's up.
we got Rolling Stones are coming in, playing at the Titans Stadium this weekend.
Está bueno.
Stones.
Está bueno. Okay. Round of applause. Applause for the Stones.
Everybody goes to Nashville. Worth it.
That's cool. No. I kind of want to. I've never been to that part of the country, like Nashville and
It's different.
like it's just like. But I want to try like the food more than anything, because I know like the food is like way different from us, like fried foods and stuff like that. Like I don't know, I'm like super interested. Like barbecue even.
The barbecue's pork. It's all pork-based barbecue, which is different. But
I think they're known for
Okay.
their Nashville hot chicken.
hot
I was
chicken.
gonna say. They're like fried.
Burgers,
They're
right?
fried food. Yeah, like fried chicken. Like
The burger
Oh.
scene is huge here.
oh, burgers también. Oh, dude, I'm hungry. Dude, I just ate. I'm hungry now. No, I'm gonna go see you.
I'm excited.
We're gonna
I'm
actually
excited
do
about, friend
Mezzo
Amy's
Forte.
coming to town soon, so I'm excited about that. So
Oh, that's what's
we're all
up.
close
That's what's
by.
up, dude. We're gonna do what we do. We're gonna do Mezzo Forte Sportz, Tennessee edition over there. We're gonna do an episode with Ryan. Guess what, guys? I've got right now. Boom,
Oh, it's
pops
crazy.
up.
A lot of these. So I live in an apartment. A lot of the apartments out here have studios.
Really?
Yeah. So like instead of like a movie room or like a pool table or whatever, they have recording studios for people.
Oh, okay.
Ah.
Because
really
it's
cool.
a heavily musician-heavy city.
Wow.
I would go as far to say maybe it could be like Austin, Texas, but like in the east,
Actually,
almost
honest,
the same kind of deal.
Very
I was
similar,
gonna say
very
actually,
similar.
I was gonna say actually, yeah, Austin has a lot of those. Like I was
Uh,
noticing as
or-
well.
The children's hospital I work at, Ryan Seacrest holds his radio show out of it.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
And
so it's
I
like-
mean, Joe Rogan.
Literally.
Joe Rogan is in Austin, and I think 8 out of the top 10 Twitch like viewer, like people with the most views in Twitch ever, or currently live, live in Austin now because of Google
So-
Fiber, because
yeah.
it's so fast through the internet there, like so, and it's just kind of like the scene, like that's just. You know, like
Texting,
it's
yeah.
going. Yeah, the texting is just going fast, going. So it's pretty cool. Yeah. I definitely want to check it out though. I'm like
Yeah, it's
for
worth
real.
it. It's definitely worth it.
How far is
Alright.
it?
From San
Did
Antonio.
you drive or did you take a plane?
No, I drove. That was a
Oh shit! Damn.
17
He
hours.
drove a plane.
17 hours from San Antonio to Nashville.
Ooh.
So
Just
that's
trip.
about 15 hours to get out of Texas, and then 2 hours to get to
Pretty much.
from Arkansas to Louisiana.
Yeah.
to
When I made that trip, I actually stopped in Dallas, and then did the rest of the trip all the way to Tennessee the next day. So
God dang.
That's true, man.
Yeah.
All
Okay,
right.
Nashville seems like Good music, good food, good people. Not a good beer place.
Not a good beer
But
place.
if you want like whiskey, it's a good place for you.
Great whiskey place. Come on in.
All right, there we go. All right, guys, we're gonna start. Moving on, and just leave our after dark drink. So if you are leaving, oh wait, I didn't even
You
get
didn't say
mine.
what you were drinking. Are you drinking anything over there, Dan?
Nothing really. I mean, I was
Just
drinking.
pick something up.
I was drinking my manzanita, but I finished it. You guys know what it is. Manzanita's gonna sponsor me soon. They
You're gonna
will.
get sponsored, man.
Who are they? Who are they? I don't know who their main dudes are. Oh, they're Pepsi. Pepsi, come on, dude. Manzanita Sol, I got you. You know, Danny BMD loves Manzanita Sol. Send it to me. Send me all the cases in the world. All right, guys. We're gonna go ahead and move on right into. I think we're gonna do a basketball art.
Yeah, we got at least one or two decent storylines in the basketball world.
All right, let's go ahead and get you started with that. Boom.
All right, and just a heads up, this game with Tampa Bay and Boston, it's coming almost to conclusion. I'll give you the heads up on that when it happens. We're very close. Okay, but in the basketball world, there was something that showed up today, not necessarily with a team, but with some actually former players, and a bit of a scam. Everybody, as America, we love a good scam, and we like to see when scams fail. So, story goes, 18 former NBA players were charged this Thursday with pocketing about $2.5 million in illegally by defrauding the league's health and welfare benefit plan in a scam that authorities said involved claiming fictitious medical and dental expenses. Sounds like they were trying to go through some loopholes and they fucked up. So, according to an indictment returned in the Manhattan federal court, the ex-players teamed up to defraud the supplemental coverage plan by submitting fraudulent claims to get reimbursed for medical and dental procedures that never happened.
Oh no!
So, U.S. Attorney Audrey Strauss mentioned that prosecutors have travel records, email, GPS data that proves that these ex-players were sometimes far from the medical and dental offices at the times when they were allegedly getting their treatments done.
Wow.
So, in one instance, she said like an ex-player was playing basketball in Taiwan when he was supposedly getting about $40,000 worth of root canals and crowns and 8 teeth fixed in Beverly Hills, California, back in like December of 18. So the indictment said the schemes carried out from at least 2017 to 2020, when the plan, funded primarily by the NBA teams, obviously they're probably unaware, when they received the false claims totaling about 3.9 mil. So of that 3.9 mil, so those defendants received about 2.5 mil in those fraudulent claims or proceedings, excuse me. Each defendant made about false claims for reimbursements ranging anywhere from 65,000 to 420,000. Pretty damn ridiculous. So who spearheaded this? According to the attorney, said that it was led by former player Terrence Williams. Guy, if you don't remember, he began the career as a first-round NBA draft pick in 2009. The indictment said that he submitted about $19,000 in fraudulent claims to the plan when it happened in November 2017 for some chiropractic care. The claims led about 7,000 and change, blah, blah, payout for Williams. The indictment claims he currently recruited other former players to defraud the plan and offered to provide fraudulent invoices from a chiropractor and a dentist in Southern California, and also some wellness offices in Washington State. Sorry, just a timeout. We have a final on that game I was telling you about, the Tampa Bay and Boston. We have the winner, and drumroll praise. It was, surprise, 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 it was the Rays who won tonight's matchup in the game one. So what happened is they ended up shutting out the Boston Red Sox. First time that's happened in a long while. Final score was, I believe, 6-0, I want to say, or 5-0. 6-0 or 5-0, one of those two. So that's why I've been kind of looking up on the screen every now and then to see what the final is on that. It wasn't this game, Ryan, that you said it would be a sweep. You said it was the Braves Brewers that was the sweep.
Yeah. I think Brewers. Braves are sweeping it.
All right, cool. Glad
Good.
Boston loses. I like that. I think you agreed with that. Tampa Bay definitely in the right direction right now.
Mm-hmm.
So going back to this whole scheme that happened with, that was spearheaded by Terrence Williams. So it says that at least 10 of the ex players, I'll name a couple of them shortly, they paid some kickbacks, totaling about $230,000 to Williams, according to some court papers. Among others that were charged was Tony Allen. You remember him? Six-time All-Defensive Team selection and member of the 2008 champion Boston Celtics. His wife was also indicted. Tony Allen was not in custody as of Thursday afternoon, though. I think even before this was announced, I think the Memphis Grizzlies were going to maybe plan to retire his number on January 28th when they face the Utah Jazz. Maybe that'll still go on. I don't know. Another guy that was charged was Milt Palacio. He was placed on administrative leave from his role as an assistant coach with the Portland Trailblazers. Probably going to get fired probably if things get worse.
How much does that guy make in a year? He's an assistant coach for a professional team, and he's still trying to scam people.
I think maybe it happened before he became an assistant.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
I'm not sure. Blazers declined further comment. No shit. I'm pretty sure they can fire his ass. Okay, some other big names that were mentioned. You had Glenn Davis, a.k.a. Big Baby Davis. Remember him? Part of that 2008 title with the Boston Celtics. Shannon Brown, the Laker who could have been a lot more than he was, but his career fizzled. He actually did win 2 championships with the Lakers, thanks large part to Kobe. Rest in peace. And Melvin Ely. He had a brief stint with the Spurs. He actually helped win, or at least he was on the bench when they won in 2007. Others: Anthony Rotten, Ruben Patterson, Darius Miles. The list goes on and on. So basically, this is a whole big PR thing that NBA is like. It's kind of like a black eye, so to speak, for the NBA. It's all trying to find out who are the players involved and to what extent were they involved. So let's just get a quick roundtable on thoughts on this whole situation. It's pretty comical. I find it comical. I know Ryan has a little bit of insight on the medical field. Sometimes people fucking love to find them loopholes.
It's a common thing in the medical field. You find the loopholes. Well, okay, I'm not gonna say you because that's a bad batch of people that do it. But loopholes are found.
You can say one can find a loophole. There you go. There you go.
What I have been told.
Oh yeah, one can.
Loopholes are definitely found quite often. In my field specifically, durable medical equipment. That was a huge sting a decade ago about. With the whole walker, wheelchair, cane, medical fraud, stuff like that, bracing and whatnot. I think it's hilarious that these basketball players just randomly started doing that.
Yeah, look.
How do you just get into that?
The dude was in Taiwan, but somehow he had records that say he was getting surgery in Beverly Hills. Very elaborate system.
And I don't know how you just go about figuring this out,
Yeah. Who were the patsies involved?
Right.
There's no way this one guy could have masterminded the whole thing.
No, definitely not. And I hate to say it, but you gotta have somebody behind the scenes to figure that out. I don't think this group of guys are just going around and swindling a bunch of dental offices.
That's probably what's gonna lead up to.
Yeah.
Whoever's investigating, they're gonna be in the parking garage, and some shadowy figures you pulled on the wrong strings and shit. You don't know how deep this thing goes.
Right.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Who else is in on this?
Dig it deeper and deeper. It's be a whole Netflix series by the end of it, right?
For 30 could be in the works.
Exactly.
Hopefully.
I hope so. I want to see the reenactments of that.
For real.
Crazy.
Daniel, I know you've been a little bit quiet over there. I know you like a good scam. What do you think about this one and how it played out?
I don't know. I thought, I mean, I guess I understand specifically that. I don't understand what the scam was. Like, where they're just trying, like, just getting money.
Yeah, I don't really get how they're getting the money from it because I'm assuming they're doing
Some,
these fake procedures and then calling it a business expense. Maybe
I
I don't
guess,
know.
I guess
it's
that's what that
along
would
those
be.
lines where the NBA reimburses for these treatments,
Oh,
but
okay, I
they're
can see
fake
that.
treatments.
Well, what I can see more than anything is I don't think it's such some. I mean, it is scammy, whatever, right? And they shouldn't have done that. Everyone is gonna try to defraud the system or whatever. I mean, I feel like it was more of a, or I don't know, like for like the new, how like, oh, it was back then or whatever. I feel it was more of a, well, I just didn't show up, my bad. It's like, hey, but his accountant's like, yeah, bro, but now you can like use it as a business expense. Oh, really? Oh, okay, just do it, whatever.
Yeah.
Where like you didn't really think much about it because it's like tax stuff. The tax stuff thing get you real quick on stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
I don't think there was
Hmm.
a lot of malice involved. I just think there was this kind of like opportunistic moment they just kind of took advantage of. They're like, oh, you can get extra cash or something like that. That's what it feels like it was.
It's like
Um,
I don't know if y'all ever watched Schitt's Creek on Netflix, where the son starts a business and he's buying all this ridiculous stuff. He's like, oh, it's a write off, and they're like, no, well, somebody pays for it. It's like, no, nobody pays for it. It's a write off. You just write it off. I
like
feel like
no,
that's the mentality here.
yeah. It's like no, yeah. It's exactly. That's I kind of feel like that's exactly that. So I was like, yeah, it's a write off, dude. Oh, really? Yeah, you just put it on there. It's all good. Oh, okay, cool. Like no, that doesn't work like that. Um, but I do think that at the NFL should just kind of not necessarily
NBA.
regular, like I'm sorry, the NBA, not necessarily like I guess like regulate it a little bit better, but more and I think just kind of pay attention more to like just the what they pay out because there's a lot of money involved. You see it all the time, right? And obviously in the medical field, so you can see where it's just it works both ways. You can go back and forth about like the horrible things about how expensive medical you know attention is, especially not for
Yeah.
athletes. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
the athletes themselves aren't paying for it or whatever, right? But the team is, so the team is like kind of has like expectations, and then it just kind
Right.
of one of those human things, where it's like,
Yeah.
oh well, now I'm expected to perform,
How many of these
and
players are active NBA players?
no, I don't think any of them.
No, most
None
of
of them.
them are already
Yeah,
out
'cause
of the NBA.
this was like 10 years ago or something like that, right? But I mean, okay, this is like whatever years ago, right? But what
Yeah.
makes you think it's not happening right now? You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, because it takes a while for all this investigation or whatever all that to happen. Oh, okay, well, what about now? I'm sure it's worse.
Yeah,
I mean,
possibly.
there's always something. There's always something going on in the background with people. It's crazy.
Yeah. So, all right. Talk to
No,
me.
as definitely we'll see. As the story progresses, we'll see definitely how many more people get caught up in this web of lies and deceit. Oh, it's must-watch TV.
Oh
But
God.
yes, going back to now players, boring ass players, a little bit of some injury reports. So the Lakers, Trevor Ariza will be sidelined about 2 months after having surgery on his right ankle. Ariza, who was one of 11 new players added to the offseason, he underwent some arthroscopic debridement. I don't know if I said that correctly. Procedure Wednesday. He has missed most of training camp because of his ankle. Uh,
Oh, okay.
Most likely he'll be reevaluated, excuse me, in approximately 8 weeks. Since the Lakers, I could give no shits. Um, no
uh,
offense to you Lakers fans out there. Next up, Golden State. What's up with them? The Warriors' own rookie Jonathan Kuminga. He has a strained patella tendon in his right knee, and MRI revealed that he will be out at least a week. As the team said Thursday, Kuminga was the seventh overall pick in this year's draft, hurt in the fourth quarter of Wednesday's preseason win over the Nuggets. He also joins James Wiseman on the injured list. Wiseman continues his rehab on that right meniscus injury suffered last season. It remains unclear when the number 2 overall in last year's draft will be able to return to the floor. Definitely, I think we mentioned last episode, the Warriors are due maybe for a comeback when they get Klay Thompson and maybe when they get Wiseman and this other guy, this rookie back. Uh, See them get back to their full form and make a run at the West, who's been dominated by the likes of Lakers and Phoenix, in Nuggets, in Jazz of late. Everyone, forgot about the Warriors for quite a while. I really liked it because everyone's riding high on them Warriors. Oh my God, like the Clay Thompson and the Steph Curry, like it can't be beat. Well, motherfuckers, it can be beat.
They are getting beat.
It just takes a few injuries. And then lastly, another team from LA that we really don't really give a shit about, Clippers. Clippers rookie point guard Jason Preston underwent surgery on his right foot Thursday, expected to miss a significant portion of the season. Boo-hoo. Preston suffered the injury in a workout prior to the team opening its training camp, traded to the Clippers after being drafted by Orlando, 33rd overall pick out of Ohio University, where he averaged 15.7 points, 7.3 rebounds, 7.3 assists last season. So I don't know if you've seen some of our prior episodes, Ryan. We kind of hate on the Clippers mainly for the fact that they have Kawhi Leonard.
Yep.
There's a little animosity for Kawhi leaving the Spurs. Toronto, not the Clippers.
Totally understand. I'm with you. I'm with you.
Damn straight. So really, don't give a shit about the Clippers. I mean, hopefully this young man gets back to the game. But no, really don't care. Yep. Danny, anything you wanted to add for basketball before we end that segment?
No, we'll go ahead and just move on right into football, guys, as we talk a little bit. Actually, NFL, right into NFL.
Go for
it. So we're gonna do week 5, NFL week 5. Ryan, who is your NFL team?
Oh, that's I was we had this kind of discussion a little bit earlier, but
I was gonna say
yeah. For me, I was more, when it comes to professional football, I was more of a player fan than a team fan.
Okay, okay, yeah, me too. Fantasy does that to you, but yeah. So who's some of your favorite players? I guess.
I mean, you got to go with the GOAT, Tom Brady.
Dang, nice.
That guy is. You can hate him all you want, but yeah.
So do you follow the Bucs?
No, like I said, I'm more of a player fan than anything. When it comes to a lot of the players, like on the Texans team, just because I grew up in Houston. Nice. Yeah, when JJ Watt was in his prime, doing as much as he did for the city.
He did a lot.
Yeah, for me, when it comes to NFL players, they hold such a big influence on our culture. When somebody goes out and goes beyond the field, I tend to respect them more. Marshawn Lynch, another amazing player that I
really
adore. That guy, his foundations that he does, teaching underprivileged youth, stuff like that. You can't not but admire that.
Yeah, and I think recently, I think recently he became president of the NFLPA. And he's like, one of the things he wants to do is focus on developing younger or not younger kids, but as younger players, and show them how to actually be businessmen and set up businesses,
how to manage their money correctly, how to I'm gonna kind of go on this quick rant. Well, not rant. Quick story. I got to meet Marshawn Lynch when I was in Vegas one year.
Nice.
Was he drunk?
No. This is why I still think he's such a great guy. So we're at brunch. We're at this really cool brunch bar club thing. I don't even know what you would call it. And he was there. He had a whole crew of people, probably 30 people with him. Everybody's just getting wild and having a good time, popping bottles and whatnot. He's just standing there, chilling. Of course, it's midday because we're at brunch. And so me and my buddy go up to him and my buddy's drunk, and he's like, "Oh man, beast mode," going all crazy. And, he's like, "Oh yeah, hi man, nice to meet you." He left because he's doing his thing. Started talking to him, and I was like, "Hey man, beyond the field, I think you're an amazing person. What you do on the field, also amazing." But we talked for a minute, 2 minutes. But yeah, just a genuinely nice guy. And then on top of that, like, he just seemed like a very he kept himself together.
Yeah,
you're in the middle of a club, and he's the only one not drinking. Like, it's crazy. Just a good guy. I think one of my favorite NFL players because of that. So.
Dang, that's what's up. That's actually pretty cool.
It was a cool story. I would never in my entire life think that I would ever meet Marshawn Lynch at brunch.
I was gonna say,
cool,
dude,
right?
that is like Marshawn. Wait, which brunch was it? Like here in Texas? No,
it was in Vegas.
Oh, you said Vegas. You said Vegas. You said Vegas. He did say Vegas. Yeah.
Dang.
No, he wasn't eating, wasn't drinking. He just brought his crew in there, and they had a good time, and he just babysat, basically.
Nice. There you go, man. Sometimes
responsible. He's being responsible.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually pretty cool. Yeah, nice. There you go. That's actually all right. Well, that's a good story. That's a
random NFL story for me.
I was gonna say that's
I like it. Cool.
All right, guys, we're gonna do the On Fire 5. I'll go ahead and have. All right, you start. Give me one of your On Fire 5s today for this week.
Okay. Before I give my Fire 5, which, by the way, Ryan, that's pretty much 5 NFL games you might be looking forward to. We had the end result of a Thursday night matchup that was going on pretty much while we're talking, and during the background of this baseball game, you had the Rams and the Seahawks, which normally would be on my Fire 5, but I'll kind of exclude it just because it's Thursday. I admit I'm biased. I had Russell Wilson on my fantasy league. I didn't do that great. Got better numbers. So the Rams ended up winning 26-17 versus them Seahawks. Seahawks were at home. I don't know what the hell's going on with Seahawks. They're stumbling. They didn't get the shit together. I digress. So some of the other games besides Thursday that I think are worth some watching.
Yeah, I thought yeah, that's definitely the Thursday one was definitely this one that
it would have been Thursday would have been on my list.
Yeah,
if they would have showed it on national television. Whatever, money. So one game I'm obviously gonna see is Cowboys Giants. That rivalry spanning decades. Always good to watch the Cowboys beat up on a weak ass Giants team. It just makes you feel good inside, right, Danny? Crack open a beer, cook out. It's at the 3:30 spot. Definitely prime cooking out weather for late dinner. Early dinner or late lunch, whatever. It's it's not 5 o'clock, but it's close to it, so you could drink already. Damn straight. Another game that I have on my must-watch list. Sadly, it's also at the 3:30 spot. Is the Browns Chargers?
Yeah.
Chargers are both teams are actually 3-1.
Yeah,
hitting at the right spots. Definitely great offenses, and manageable defenses. I do have Eckler. I'm not gonna lie. The Chargers, rooting for that guy always. But definitely great to see these young QBs. They're just they're good slingers. Receivers are top notch on both sides. Hope to see a high scoring affair on that one, that Browns Chargers. So that's 2 I said already. A rematch of the AFC, the Chiefs and the Bills. That's prime time on Sunday. Yeah,
that's gonna be a damn good game. That's gonna be one of those. Yeah, exactly. It's gonna be a prime. I don't know.
All the tables out there.
Yeah.
Now, nobody would have predicted the Chiefs would be 2-2 at this point. They should have probably been 4-0 on most people's, predictions going into the season. So they're slumping. I don't know what the hell's wrong with them. They need to definitely get the shit together with Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Tyreek Hill, get them more involved. I don't know. Maybe Patrick Mahomes got into like a bit of a funk since losing the Super Bowl last season. The Bills, on the other hand, they're 3-1. So they're kind of getting back into their form that they were last season. That's prime. Like I said, prime time Sunday. I think that was my fourth game. Right, this is Cowboys.
Yeah.
I think a game that could be low key entertaining. You got the undefeated Arizona Cardinals under Kyler Murray and company. They face off against the 49ers, who are 2-2. I think the 49ers. I don't know if Garoppolo's going to suit up or not. Are they going to put that other guy Lance or what his name?
Trey Lance.
It's a home game. Yeah, it's a home game for Arizona.
Oh, sorry. Wait. Oh, yeah. Never mind. Sorry.
This could be an upset.
Yeah.
Here you go. It could be an upset.
Okay.
Get their first loss of the season in the hands of the 49ers. That could be worth watching. And I guess lastly, something. I mean, I've been, aside from the Cowboys beating them, I've been pretty impressed with how things going with the Panthers. Panthers are going to face off against the Eagles. They're 3-1. Eagles are 1-3. Obviously, I'll root for Sam Darnold and company to keep putting the hurt on Jalen Hurts.
Steamrolling.
No pun intended. Always good to see other NFC East teams lose to make the Cowboys look better. So I'll go with that Panthers Eagles.
Exactly.
Those are some of my 5 teams. 5 games, excuse me. All right. We're going to pass the mic to you, Ryan, or you, Danny. Ryan, you're our guest.
I'll throw one. Just
all right.
I'm not a team fan.
Throw a couple. Go ahead.
Looking at stats here, Packers and Bengals might be an entertaining match. They're evenly.
Actually, I was gonna say that Packers Bengals game is gonna be way more entertaining.
I think
Dude.
so. I think they're gonna be pretty evenly matched. So we'll see what happens.
They actually are both 3-1. So yeah,
Yeah.
you're correct.
And the thing,
home game for Bengals.
and the Packers just got who? Jalen Smith.
Oh.
Not even lying. Oh,
Really?
yes.
So that's
Got him on the cheap.
They got they got him on the cheap, and the Cowboys are still paying him. Got him, dude.
What?
So yeah, I know it's stupid these contracts, but yeah. So yeah, that's gonna be pretty cool. I mean, the Packers might be whatever. I think the Packers might win. I think it's gonna be like 31-27. But I think that because if the Rodgers does get a good defense and starts getting a little, dude, because the Bears, who is it? The Bears, the Vikings, who else? What else in
Bengals have been beating
the division? Yeah, the Bengals, or is it not the US?
Okay, I'll look it up real quick.
Sorry. The Bears, the Vikings, and the Lions, bro.
They beat the Vikings. They lost to the Bears. They beat the Steelers. They beat the Jaguars. Not very impressive wins.
Yeah, and deja tu, like, it's the Bears, the Vikings, and the Lions. Like, that's the other that's the rest of the division. So the Packers are obviously gonna go to the playoffs, right? But just having like a really good defense, right? Not a good defense, but something like that can at least kind of do some damage, or just at least give. Maybe do a couple turnovers here and there. I don't know. Might give them a chance for a deep run in the playoffs. So
nice. Yeah, I can see what you mean. This is the Bengals' first actual test.
Yeah.
All the others were Mickey Mouse quizzes. This is a test. And Rodgers, albeit not a fully fully. He didn't have his full. The Green Bay in general didn't have their full power, but still, it's a tough test, even at home. Any other games that might interest you, Ryan?
I mean, everybody's got to figure out, or everybody's got to see what Tom Brady's going to do. So,
yeah, that's actually going to be interesting. Like him playing against.
I mean, it's a Florida team,
Dolphins.
So let's see what happens.
I was gonna say because he always loses against the Dolphins. Just something.
There's always something with the state rivalry.
Yeah.
Like,
that's right.
Baseball, Astros, Rangers. Rangers somehow, even though they're the worst team in baseball, they will somehow pull off a win against the Astros. It's unbelievable to me. So we'll see what happens with this in-state rivalry.
That's true. They're playing in Tampa Bay.
In Tampa.
I'm not sure if if the Dolphins got Tua Tagovailoa back. But no, like I said, they got nothing to lose, and it's an in-state rivalry. So why not, go ball out?
See what happens.
Yeah.
It's not a short drive home if you lose. Let's say that.
For me, I mean, most of you guys just kind of mentioned everything that are really just a standout. But I just want to give a quick shout out to the Jaguars Titans game. I feel like the Jaguars might actually win. So give Trevor Lawrence his first win of the season. We're just gonna kind of, I mean, I guess.
4.
I mean,
no,
Soon to be 0-5.
I think
every patient I've had this week has said,
really.
I'm taking it. Titans are taking it.
No, it's gonna happen, dude. I believe in them.
Biased.
I believe in
I'm
them.
biased, of course.
I believe in them. Anyways, do the Titans? They haven't. Okay, who have they played? They haven't really played anyone. Look, they're 2-2, right?
They lost against the Cardinals. They won against the Seahawks. They won against the Colts. And I mean, they stupidly lost against the Jets. They lost against the Jets.
Oh man.
To lose against the Jets.
I was like, I was like, that I was gonna say. Okay, they lost against the Jets. Only the Cardinals, right? Because the first game of the season. The Seahawks, they won in overtime. You know, it's
33-30.
You know, whatever. That's the Seahawks have been losing very bad games. I mean, hence today. Titans, Colts. Whatever. The Jets, Titans is pretty bad. I mean, even if
I'm sure they'll rebound.
Even if they lost in overtime, but I don't know. We'll see. And I'm just gonna, like I said, just give a quick shout out to Jaguars. Hopefully they get their first win. Everyone might get the first
Titans
win.
All day.
0-5.
But
I pass their stadium every day. I cannot root for them.
All right. Well, there we go. We'll see. We'll see. We have to do a side bet, bro.
Henry,
let's get Seabass back in here.
Okay.
Seabass.
There are also the Titans came from the Oilers.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Dude, we need to get Seabass back in here because he's the biggest Jaguars fan in the world.
He's the resident
Believe it or not,
Jaguars
dude.
fan?
No,
yeah.
like he's
the black sheep. Yeah.
Like he knows all the history and dude, like he'll name you all the quarterbacks like since the franchise started and
respect
like that. So you'll be the in-state.
Awesome.
You'll be the shout out to UC Baz. But we'll give that's be the in-state.
I find that impressive no matter what sport you're a fan of, you know, knowing those intricate details. That's impressive. Good job, you, man.
I think I do that. Well, I do that with the Spurs. I know those Spurs. A lot of those.
You with Spurs for sure.
I know. I think from Mexico a little bit, but it's because there's so many players. For Longhorns, obviously, you know, it's just a long list, but you know how it is, guys. Mm-hmm. All right, we'll go right into in this. What do we do? Oh yeah, we're doing college ball.
Okay, we're moving from pros to college now.
Yeah.
Bitchin'. All right, the one of the final segments of the evening. We go into college. We got a couple of big name games going on. A little bit biased. See the flag behind me, but just to list off some of the games that you can expect throughout the weekend. You know, as of today, I know you had Houston and Tulane. They played earlier this evening. Don't know who won. Hopefully, it was Houston. Friday, if you feel that you don't want to watch any of the nice or awesome baseball games you got going on Friday, you got Temple versus number 5 Cincinnati, Charlotte versus Florida International, and Stanford. The Stanford, fresh off of that upset against Oregon. They're playing number 2 Arizona State Sun Devils. Maybe another upset could be in the works Friday evening.
If you're watching any of those games over MLB, you're doing it wrong. You're doing it wrong.
Damn.
Oh, you better be like at Buffalo Wild Wings with like 50 TVs everywhere.
Exactly.
And maybe during a
better be
baseball
in like your
commercial,
peripheral,
turn around.
like just
Yes, I agree on that. Saturday, which by the way there is some baseball Saturday, but there are some football games you just cannot deny. One is the legendary and timely Red River rivalry. It's numbers.
Yeah.
The number 6 Oklahoma Sooners versus my 21 ranked Texas Longhorns. 11 a.m. It's an early call time, so don't drink too heavily Friday.
matchup. Wake up at 7. Pre-game.
Oh,
11 a.m. You're good to go.
Make sure you have a burger right at 11.
Soak it all up.
Ah.
Get them Red Bulls or Monster Energy or C4, whatever energy drink you need.
If you're at the
Caffeinate your
fair,
ass. Yeah.
if you're at the fair, you better be getting some fried ice cream, some fried Oreos.
Damn straight. Turkey legs, fried, anything fried.
Anything fried. If it ain't fried, you're not doing it right, dude. Honestly, I kind of want some of those fried Oreos now.
Yeah. I'll dissect this Texas-Oklahoma matchup shortly. Just a few runoff of the other games you can expect for Saturday. Maryland at number 7, Ohio State. The underwhelming 13 ranked Arkansas. I'm still surprised they're even ranked that high. Versus number 17 Ole Miss. Okay, Ole Miss, you can give them a break because they lost to Alabama. But come on, Arkansas getting shut out by Georgia. Speaking of which, Georgia, number 2, they're going to be playing number 18 Auburn Tigers. It's at 2:30 in the afternoon. If you care about it, you got a battle over there in Utah. Boise State at BYU. BYU is ranked number 10 for some reason.
How?
I don't know. They're doing shit great. I think one of the more sexier matchups for the afternoon at 3 is number 4 Penn State and number 3 Iowa. Damn. This number 3 and number 4. How's Penn State ranked that high? How's Iowa ranked number 3 in the country? Shit.
Well, I mean, they have been playing pretty good. They just haven't. I don't think they've been playing really good teams, but that's neither here nor there. But that's my opinion. But I agree. I totally agree on that.
All right, cool. 2 teams that really aren't ranked, but we are definitely gonna hope to see the results of this game. UTSA Roadrunners playing at Western Kentucky.
Ooh, here we go.
6 p.m.
I will be there. I'll represent San Antonio for all
Yes, that's what. Here we go. Ready?
Driving an hour north just to go see the team. So, and I'm paying full price. Gosh, this is crazy.
Dude, that's
cool, man.
That's awesome.
All
right, I want to cheer for Ryan. I want to cheer for Ryan.
If the Roadrunners win, they'll be 6-0.
You gotta believe, bro. I believe.
I think they're currently ranked 30, Danny?
They're currently ranked like 30, yeah.
In the AP polls.
Yeah.
So
this is the best season they've had
ever
since their inception.
Yeah.
I mean, they can get into a good bowl game. Imagine they get to Alamo or something like that.
Again, if they keep it up, obviously, but
obviously they won't be able to get an Alamo, but just like a big bowl like that.
5-0 is impressive as it is for our team. So
yeah, exactly. Yeah, so
when I went to the Memphis game, that was one of the best wins I've seen in the past 5-6 years. So that was a good win. Coming back from behind, they're a good team. They're solid.
Yeah. It's they're pretty.
Their defense is impressive.
I mean, we had one of the guys one of the linebackers. He got drafted by the Saints. I think he's still there, Davenport. I think he went. I don't think he went to the Super Bowl. I think he went to No, he was on the way to Super Bowl. He wouldn't go to the Super Bowl, but I think one of
shout out to the Memphis fans at that game. They were insanely nice.
There we go.
Very welcoming. Even though we won, they were still, hey, welcome to Memphis. Good game, great stuff. So shout out to them for that.
There go Memphis, the Canada of the South.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see how Bowling Green does.
You had a good game, eh? We'll get you next time. All right, kudos to those Roadrunners having San Antonio residents have their heads held high. Very proud of that squad. Yeah, great defense. Hopefully, knock on wood, keep the streak alive. And just to wrap up other must-see games, LSU, they're going to be playing at number 16, Kentucky. If you remember, the Wildcats came off that wild finish against Florida. They're down Florida. So definitely, I wouldn't say it's an upset because I'm hoping Kentucky can keep winning against an unranked team. But definitely nobody saw that. Kentucky, even being a competitive football team, everyone knows them for the basketball more. And then
let's swing over to that game after that. Let's see what happens.
I was gonna say, yeah.
not too far down the road there.
once you see UTSA like get up by like 4 touchdowns, then you could go check out that
Yeah.
Kentucky game down the road.
Jump on over.
And then just because they're number one, gotta mention Alabama. You're playing at 7 p.m. versus none other than Texas A&M Aggies. Aggies are currently struggling a little bit after losing against Arkansas. I don't know. They're still with that backup QB of him, Calzada or whatever his name is. And Alabama, they're just owning on people. Doesn't matter how many running backs get 100+ yards. They got, I don't know how many Heisman contenders on that team. Yeah, it's ridiculous. So definitely, I don't see no upset there. Even in College Station.
Yep.
No offense to my A&M fans, ain't gonna happen today.
Anybody who faces Alabama, it's just not gonna happen for them.
It gets steamrolled, no doubt.
Yeah, it's just how much you're gonna lose by.
Side story: Alabama, just the university in Tuscaloosa, one of the most beautiful campuses I've seen.
Really? Damn.
Beautiful. I mean, granted, I haven't been to Harvard, haven't been to a bunch of Ivy League campuses, but
yeah,
the money they pour into that school.
Yeah, I've been
center, like their their stadiums, everything just amazing.
No, I mean, and I can imagine, dude. Like they've been successful for. I mean, they won national championships.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, the band practice field is phenomenal. It's
really? Oh,
yes,
I kind of want to see it. I kind of want to see it.
I got to go visit there when I was living in Alabama, and it was fun. It was a cool time.
I actually visited Harvard, like the Harvard campus, going to Boston.
How was that?
I mean, it was cool. I don't know. My little sister was, like, she was amazed. She's like, "Oh my god, yeah, this and that." I was geeking about I didn't realize how many how many Harvard like alumni, like, actresses and like actors and writers and stuff like that. People like in the entertainment industry, that worked there. Like, cause I'm a huge fan of The Office, so like a lot of BJ Novak and Mindy, they were there. So it's just like stuff like that where it's like I could kind of understand that, like, that feeling, but just but that's crazy, like because it's Harvard, right? Harvard has a lot of money.
You're walking amongst the future of the world,
essentially, literally, like, what's up, bro? I'm just gonna be a famous Grammy Award winning something. Oh, okay. It's my life.
Nobel Peace Prize.
Yeah. Oh, okay, cool, bro. So, I just
tangent from the football, but yeah, that's.
No, it's cool.
Love a good campus, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say, and it's crazy because I mean, if you think about it, they've won national championship games in the football level, and that's a lot of money, like insane amount of money. We can all agree on that. So obviously, like for UTSA, I mean, UT does rival that. I'm not gonna lie, just because it's UT. There's a lot of
back to that Red River rivalry.
Yeah, I was gonna
It's a tongue twister.
Yeah, Red River, right. I mean, I think Texas is gonna win. I think it's gonna be. I think it is. I don't think it's gonna be a field goal. I think it's gonna be a 4 or 5 point game. So it is gonna come down to just a straight touchdown. Okay. I don't think it's because OU's been playing very close games, even though Texas have lost to, like, I don't know, they lost to like something, Texas High or high school or something like that.
Texas has been such a wild card for the past
That's what I'm saying.
5-6 years now, man.
That's true. This is true.
But they have got the ball rolling. Zark, I mean, they did face a pretty good Arkansas team. Arkansas was, I mean, they beat LSU. I mean, LSU did lose to Auburn, right? But still, wait, they lost to Auburn? No. Right? Yeah. So.
Okay.
So in this case, it's like I feel like Arkansas was a pretty good stick of measurements for UT at that point, where it's like, all right, dude, you guys are not doing this, or you guys need to do this, or whatever. And now they're kind of getting the ball rolling, especially with that running back. And I feel like now the defense can, like, organize a little bit better. I mean, he does come from Bama, Zark, so. This is gonna be a very much of a complete game for Texas. They have to have a complete game for Texas to win. I think OU just needs to like not turn over the ball. That's what they've been doing. So obviously they need to get their protect their quarterback, stuff like that. Get their defense. I don't think is very good either. But I think they just if OU doesn't turn the ball over, it's gonna be very hard for Texas, obviously, right? But that's just what they've been doing. They've been losing close games. I mean, they almost lost at K-State, dude. K-State. Like, goddamn.
K-State and then West Virginia not that long before
that. Yeah. So it's like, goddamn. So it's gonna be pretty interesting. I want to say 31-27. No, I want to say 47-41.
High scoring affair, damn.
That's a high, yeah, it's high scoring.
Actually, no. 41-38. Yeah, 41-38. 41-38. Okay.
Very well. Just to give some context behind this rivalry, the teams will be meeting for the 117th time.
Wow.
Obviously, this is the first time for new head coach of UT, Steve Sarkisian. Now, all 7 regular season games in this series, dating back since 2014, have been decided by 1 score. That's pretty much the most in the country between 2 FBS teams in that span. Just having that 1 score differential. Now, when the Longhorns faced TCU this past week, had a little bit of trouble on the air game, but definitely had a solid run game behind their star running back, Bijan Robinson. He's powering that Texas offense on that ground.
He's a beast.
He definitely is a beast. Hopefully, he could get into that Heisman contendership. Mm-hmm. I don't know. A little too early to tell, but definitely this could propel. If he wins this game, has spectacular stats, it could definitely propel him into the Heisman talk. On the other hand, you got Spencer Rattler, not that gunslinger that we saw with former OU QBs, Kyler Murray and Baker Mayfield, and even Jalen Hurts. He's definitely, a little bit. Obviously, not pun intended. He gets rattled sometimes. He's definitely, not 100% when you see him as a captain of the squad. But definitely Oklahoma playing more of a ball